Hi, it's us. Here's a song, followed by a break where we'll check in with you and see how you're doing, followed by another song. How's that sound? All right. This one's called Many Thanks.
Does it make a change? Until you realize you never feel the same. Does it matter? Doesn't matter where you are. You're watching all the stupid people fall in love. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. Until you want to do it myself. Does it make a difference? Does it make a change? Do you realize you'll never be the same? Does it manifest no matter where you are? Since we always give you all a fall apart. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. Until you got to listen. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. There's no other way you can spare what you burn. Until you got to listen.
All right. Supermilk, come for the music, stay for the gaps between songs. That's what they say. How is everyone? Great. Who you saw us in September at the Victoria. I hate to inform you, this is exactly the same show as that. We might talk about M getting a new job, which I guess we'll save for a couple of songs' time because it's.
Yeah, we'll save that bit for you all. It's a good bit.
This one's called Patterns.
Right on the ship where you inside the key creases. Start with an hole and smile.
Thanks. What's everyone doing for Christmas? Great stuff. Thank you. Anyone seeing their family? No one's seeing their family. Okay, that's great. Well, we're all going to have a big miserable Christmas together. It's going to be. You got a new job?
Yeah, I got a new job. I wouldn't be too excited. It's still a job. Why are you doxing me in the middle of this fucking show? What's going on? I wasn't going to say what I actually do, you freak. Oh, I forgot we're filming this. Yes. I love working there.
We can bleep it. And what is it precisely you do?
I'm a Yeah, pretty fucking cool, right? Hit me up on LinkedIn, maybe we can be pals. I often get invited to share my expert opinions on things by LinkedIn, the AI, not by anyone specific, but yeah, it's great. Anyone else on LinkedIn? Yeah, cool. I'm a Scorpio. Leo rising. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, everyone says that. And a Cancer moon. Yeah. So I'm a psychopath, crybaby, show-off.
I'm so glad we did this. I've learned so much about you in the last 5 minutes.
Interesting.
Is it? Yeah.
Thanks.
This is called Sweat. It's a lot less interesting. Thanks. So my dad was meant to be here tonight, but he's got gout. So is there anyone here called Peter? There's no one here called Peter. Is there anyone whose name begins with a P? Come on, really? Is there anyone's name begin with anything?
O to Q?
Okay, I'm going to pick. Okay, you. tonight you were daddy, okay? So what I was going to do is I was going to get everyone to be like, make my dad feel really awkward and say, hello, daddy. So if everyone can just turn to this person and say, hello, daddy. Hey, daddy. That's great. I was also going to say 39 years of embarrassing my dad, which is probably why he's not here. This is about a spooky witch called Christine.
Christine, help me, please. Yes. Does it mean when your head's in that state? It just complicates things, trust me. Christine, tell me, are you half asleep? Are you waking or dead? Or just contemplating? I've seen you way before. They never need the will to give you what you want. The spirit in the birds and Germans here forever. It's so exciting. Christine, help me. Christine, help me, please. Christine, tell me, are you having fun? 'Cause you're slithering smile doesn't fool anyone. Trust us, I can't pretend that it's not a sin. Will your poisonous mind infect the next of our kin? I've seen the way before. They kneel beneath the window. Take me what you want. Drown the spirit in the bird and join us here forever. It's so exciting. Christine, help me. Christine, help me. Christine, help me. Christine, help me, please. Christine, help me. 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 Christine, help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please. Help me, please.
Thank you. So the security guard earlier was doing some very aggressive IDing. The plot twist is he's only 7 years old himself. But yeah, sorry about that. The IDing, not that joke. You've started a new job, haven't you?
Yeah, I started a new job recently. What I will say is we have an album out called High Precision Ghosts. It's on vinyl, it's pressed to vinyl. What they do is they make the shape of music and then they squash it. And then that's what a vinyl is. And we've got those, we've got them in their hundreds, and so we've got probably more than you. Yeah, I've never seen a ghost. I thought I'd seen a ghost once. I used to drive for Iceland delivering people's food, back in the pandemic, and it was great because everyone would bang their pans when I drove down the road, and everyone was like, "Woo, a van driver for Iceland," which is really exciting because I was a key worker, and then COVID stopped and I became a van driver again, which is bad, and no one likes that. But I did see a ghost there because I delivered food to the wrong house because I wasn't very good at my job. I knocked on the door and I gave the food to a very well-to-do looking family who were all very happy to see me, and I gave the food and I drove off, and then I realised that I'd put it in the wrong house because the house had the same name as a different house around the corner. So I went back and I knocked on the door to go and get it back, maybe about 5 minutes later. And all the lights were off and it was clearly deserted and no one was in there. And I was like, well, that's weird. I knocked on the next door house and they said no one's lived there for 30 years. And I was like, okay, that's fucking freaky. I don't really know what to do either because there's someone just around the corner who wants their food. And I don't know how to tell them that I've given it to a ghost. And I'm a skeptic, right? And I didn't think that that was what had happened. But I went back to the shop, Iceland, the shop, where you load your van up with all the food. And my manager said, yeah, it's probably just an Airbnb, mate. And then I felt like the biggest cunt in the world. So there you go. I went back to my manager and said, I saw a ghost. No, I just gave it to some cheeky tourists. So there you go, that's my ghost story. Stop that. What the fuck was that? Why are you clapping? I'm just making sure we've got enough time between songs. Oh, thanks, Jake. Yeah, we can put that on the record if you like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks. So the reason we take breaks in between every song and not like every 2 songs is I got diagnosed with motor neuron disease in January this year, and Max! I got diagnosed... Wait, play that again one more time. Okay, great. So I'm not saying that if you don't buy any merch, you're ableist. That's for God to decide. This one's called Pelican Pete. It's an old one.
There's a place in town that haunts me. It haunts me. You say fight to an end, to death before you want me. You want me. Two trickles into the forest, shadow is the whole state. The whole state. Pelican Pete, you've gone too far this time. Pelican Pete.
Fucking hell, I've just realised we're only halfway through. Thanks Long Neck and Me Rex for playing with us. They were fucking sick. Thanks Em for passing me this beer. Thanks Two Palms for having us. Thanks Soph for doing the door. And thank you all for coming. This one is called Words of Affirmation. It's about, it's like a 3-part play about one person I like and 2 people I hate. And it goes, Em's got a really good solo in it, but I won't spoil the surprise by trying to mimic it. Yeah, let's go.
Which one is it? It's called Words of Affirmation. It's a 3-part play about 2 people who doesn't like one person who does like. And it's got a really good solo in it, but he's not really doing an impression of it, because otherwise he'll ruin it.
I'm sitting on the telephone with you, baby, and your admission is enough to drive me crazy. When we turn the volume up, there's a
Anyone got a horse? No one's got a horse?
There's no one here with a name
none of
that
you
starts with P, and no one here with a horse.
Jake?
Yeah.
I meant to say my uncle's name is Peter.
Why isn't he here?
Has he got a horse?
No, but he lives in...
Oh, shut up then.
He lives in he might have seen one, I don't know.
If Pete's seen a horse, if your Uncle Pete has seen a horse, he'll be daddy and horse owner for this set, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, we're having a great time. Thanks for coming out. We'll turn it around. It'll be great. We'll have fun, yeah.
I think it's still 1-1. I think we can get a late winner.
I don't know. This one's called The Horse. Well, we're nearly out of songs, and I'm flat out of things to say. Have you got any other bits?
Well, I've asked everyone if they've got a horse. I've told everyone what I do for a job, and I've told my one ghost story. So that's pretty much me done forever now.
It's Christmas coming up. Did I hear Christmas?
What are we doing? What are you doing for Christmas?
What am I doing for Christmas? Oh, loads of stuff. Just loads of Christmassy things. How about everyone else? How about you? What are you doing for Christmas?
Well, I might not be here at Christmas then. This one's called Do Not Pass Go, thanks.
Took a right instead of steering left with my foot to the ground. I'd rather wind up dead than see you wreck all the things I care about. Pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, baby. Pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, baby. I took a bribe instead of seeing friends with their feet on the ground. I'd rather wind up dead than see you wreck all the things I cared about. Pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, baby. Pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, pay me when you leave, baby, baby.
So we have one song left, so we've got one more really awkward silence to subject you to. And just to say thank you, thanks very much for coming. Thanks for coming out on a Sunday. I'm ready for bed, I'm not sure about you. And just to say, if you are considering donating to a motor neurone disease charity like the MNDA, don't buy some merch. We have, and again, I don't know if you believe in God, but if you do, it's definitely, if you don't buy some merch, it's going to count against you when you get to those gates. So, all the Crizzos in the house, get your wallets out. This is called Cease to Exist, which I will sing. Oh, come on. Right, last one.
I'm really sorry.
I'm very tired, let's go home. This one is called Cease to Exist. Cheers.
consulting an expert that observed the dead and then forgot all the one. I hope that you're awake, 'cause they need you now. They need you now more than I've ever before. I thought of you as having a doctorate and saying the words, abbreviations, but you don't know what for. He goes dark. I'm watching my teeth fall out. I'm punching up familiar ground. Like light for a table. Outside the town, amusement off, so drain the fluid away. Do the two ones on in an expert that observe the dead and then forgot all the why. I hope that you're awake, 'cause they need you now. They need you now more than they've ever before. I never thought I'd see you so desperate in saying words, abbreviations, but you don't know what for. It goes on. Watching my teeth fall out. I'm punching up a million ground. And it's clearing. Every warning on the radio, they tell you that you cease to exist. Every warning on the radio, they tell you that you cease to exist. All the hands that they shaking, all the babies that they kiss are meant to be. Every warning on the radio, they tell you that you cease to exist. Cease to exist! We always cease to exist!
Thanks. Put the music on if you fancy it.